Hello guys! Nice to see you, how you doing? Hope you're good. Right, so today's video is Age of Ultron review. I went to see it on the midnight launch of it. It was Wednesday night at 12 o'clock, so it's Thursday morning, Wednesday night. I went to see it straight away as soon as it came out because if you don't know, I'm a big comic book fan. There's stuff but they, it's a big one but they. And yeah, I'm a big comic book fan, and this was major. I needed to see it, and I did, because the other Avengers I didn't see until like everybody else had seen it. Everyone was telling me how awesome it was, and I was getting really annoyed because I didn't get a chance to. So I was getting very jealous. Why I still get jealous? That's high. Yeah, I got jealous, and so I was like, I gotta go and see this straight away, and I did. So I'm gonna do a review. I haven't done a review for ages. And right now, below me, there's a word saying spoilers. I will be talking spoilers here. If you haven't seen the film, go and see the film, then come back and watch this. Or go and watch, as soon as the film ends, put this on the big screen if you're watching Showcase in your World View, whatever. Alright, yeah, so spoilers, but let's get to it. I'm going to talk about some positives. So positives, first one, it's freaking Avengers. I loved it. Just seeing them on screen again just made me happy. And it's a kind of feeling you don't get in most films these days. It's all very dour, but just seeing them all on screen, kicking ass, talking to each other, interacting, brilliant. But to be honest, my first good point, the Hulkbuster, or Veronica as Tony calls it. The Hulkbuster scene was incredible. It's a brilliant piece of cinematography by Joss Whedon to actually get all that work in to not look a complete mess. And also his humour going throughout it, but it also shows the Hulk's a bit of a badass. And it was brilliant. They did it so very, very well. And I loved it. I don't know if Hulkbuster would have beaten Hulk, but he did. Spoilers. But I've already said spoilers, so, but yeah, but that was really good. I really enjoyed seeing that. And also it did add to the story because the Hulk is kind of the loose cannon of the Avengers, and you don't know if you can trust him to do what he's told, which came through. But damn you, Scarlet Witch. Another good bit about the film is that it got good audience reaction from when I watched it. One particular scene, which hasn't happened before since I've been in cinemas, but the entire audience gasped, was when the Vision got first introduced into the team, and he picks up Thor's hammer and hands it to him. Everyone went, and I went, ooh, because I wasn't expecting it, and it was good. I wasn't randomly going, ooh, in the audience, but that bit was really good. And I liked that, it was interesting. It was a good take on it, and it showed that the Vision's a good guy. But he didn't come across as a good guy, he kind of came across as like, oh, well, yeah, alright. But yeah, I love the Vision, and that. And also people clapped at the end. I haven't had that before, and I don't see why people clapped. Brilliant film, but it's not like Joss Whedon just walked out in the front of it and he's like, because he wasn't. Another good bit which I thought was really brave by Joss Whedon, spoilers, definite spoilers now, Quicksilver was killed. I wasn't expecting that. I thought it was all building up for Hawkeye to be killed, but by introducing his family and showing that this was his last hurrah. He didn't want to be in it anymore because he's got a family to think of. I thought he was going to die, but then they threw a curveball and it was like, no, Quicksilver did. He was actually a hero and he saved Hawkeye and that kid, that stupid shit of a kid. But yeah, Quicksilver died, and I don't know why, but it did add a lot to the film. It also showed that Scarlet Witch is a badass. She was a bit underplayed during the film, and in the comics she is proper powerful. Like, she wipes out a load of mutants' powers and stuff, so she's a badass, but she wasn't so much in the film. But when he died, they showed what she's capable of. So I really enjoyed that. I feel a lot for Aaron Taylor-Johnson though. He's like, one film, there you are, that's the end of that. I don't know if he would have died if Evan Peters wasn't so good in X-Men Days of Future Past. That's my thoughts there. I don't think they would have killed him off. Another good thing was that we saw more of a team ethos. We saw them together and like chilling out with each other and working as a team and talking. In the other film, they were just clashing heads a lot until the last bit when they were like, yay, we're a team. But this one we saw that they were all working together, all working to the same goal, and I enjoyed that because the Avengers are a team, and when they work together, they're bossing it. Right, now, negative points. Sadly, there were some for me. One major negative I had was that they didn't do some of the characters justice, in my opinion. Baron von Strucker was killed off in the first 10 minutes, and he's quite a big bad guy in the world of Marvel, and he's the head of Hydra, for God's sake, and well, Red Skull is, but Marvel Universe killed him off, cinematic one. But yeah, Von Strucker is a big character, and I'm surprised they killed him off. I think they should have kept him in their back pocket for another film in the future. I don't think they should have killed him off. He's a big character, and they definitely underplayed him a bit. I thought they could have added a bit to the film. Another person they underplayed for me was Vision. We didn't see much of him. They build him as such a big, powerful person, but we didn't really get to see what he could do. We only saw once his phasing powers and his mind blast, but we didn't see him kicking ass. We saw him have a fight with Ultron, but then Ultron knocked him out straight away, so that was a good build-up. Thanks, Marvel. And like I said, Scarlet Witch I thought was a bit underplayed as well, but Elizabeth Olsen did a good job with that, so I'll let that one slide. One bit that really grinded my gears was the Hulk and Black Widow relationship. That felt so forced, and it didn't feel natural, and it just felt weird. And I know there's been people like, oh well, they need to have a relationship for someone. Why do they need a relationship in a superhero film? It's no need for it. The Avengers didn't need a romance story. I suppose they kind of need a way to calm the Hulk down, and I think they saw her as a way for that. But it felt so forced, and they didn't have any chemistry on screen, in all honesty. I couldn't see that those two would actually gel well in actual... For me, it didn't add anything to the story. It just felt a bit... meh. There's no need for it, in my opinion. Another bit that didn't add anything to the film, what was Thor's dream sequence all about? Another negative, there's a few. Ultron, for me, James Spader did a brilliant job voicing him. James Spader's got a great voice on him. That man could read the phone book to me and I'd be aroused. I don't know why I said that. But why did they make Ultron funny? I didn't think they needed to make him funny. He's a robot. I know he's supposed to have artificial intelligence and he's supposed to be the counterpart of Tony Stark. And he's supposed to have that. But in the trailer, I thought he looked brilliant. I thought he'd be the best Marvel bad guy we've seen. But then they made him a bit comical, and yeah, he was funny. I did really enjoy him. He was good. But I wouldn't have made him funny. I wanted to see a really sinister Marvel bad guy. One who's not nice and he's just really powerful and he's going to kick some ass. Because we've seen comical bad guys and I don't want to see them anymore. I just want to see them really, really bad people, like evil. Like we'll see probably with DC. They will do their bad guys really well. Marvel need to up their game and that. They should just work together. DC take the superheroes from Marvel. Marvel take his bad guys from... and smash them together. One thing I would have improved on a bit as well is that we saw a bit of Black Widow's backstory. Now, why didn't they delve more into that? That was interesting. I want to see who was training her, for what did she go on to do? Why were they allowed kids? How did she become to be in S.H.I.E.L.D.? Like, they should have built on that, really. They really should have. And for me, there's a possibility of a Black Widow film there, because there's backstory and people want to know. It's interesting. They should definitely go into it. And another thing is that Nick Fury, where did he come from? He guessed the I can't remember what they're called now, but he guessed the big flying things back from Avengers and Captain America Winter Soldier. But where did he get them from? And how did he find the agents again? And where did he go? What did he do after America Winter Soldier? Like, how did he find the farm? I know he is the ultimate spy, but there's a lot of gaps there, and I would have liked to have seen them. The original cut was like an extra hour longer. To be honest, that extra hour I wouldn't have mind seeing. So, yeah. So there you are, that's my review. Like you can see, I did have a few negatives, but first and foremost, I'm a comic fan, and then I'm the film fans. I love the films though, you know, I'll throw down with people who want to challenge me on the films, but I thought there could be improvements, and growing up loving the characters in the comics, you know, kind of conflicted me. But the film is bloody brilliant, and Joss Whedon has done a great job there. There's a lot of characters and a lot of different things going against each other and conflicting, but he brought them together again and it's worked. It is a good film, it's a very good film. And yes, I would say there is an improvement on the first film, as well as they've gone a bit backwards on other parts, but it's a step in the right direction, and yeah, it'll be good. But it's all about Infinity Gauntlet now, and that's what is going to count for them, because all this work in the past 10 or so years, it needs to all pay off, and will it? We don't know, but it'll be interesting. But yeah, great film, do go and see it. It's something you need to see on the big screen, because some of the cinematography, like I said, is stunning, and you won't get the full effect of it on a small screen like on YouTube. Vogue. Work with music. But yeah, I did a review. I haven't done a review in ages, but thank you for watching. If you enjoyed my reviews, I'll do some when I see more superhero films, to be honest, because I'm not doing them for every film I see. Only superhero. So the next one will probably be Ant-Man or Fantastic Four. So yeah, they'll be the next one. But thank you for watching. As always, you can find me on Twitter at WillJTee. I'm on Tumblr, which is down below. I'm also on Vine. I'm also on Instagram. And yes, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Okay? Tatty bye.